This is Kyle Gorman with the Employer Blueprint. We have spent a lot of time over the last few weeks talking about a real passion of mine, which is about management and how we become better managers and why to get into management. And so now we're going to start kind of unpacking what it means to be a manager and kind of steps to take to be a great manager, kind of how do we tactically start to put these things together. And so the first thing we have to do is we have to build a foundation, and we're going to talk through that today. First thing we're going to talk about is being selfless and not selfish. So as we unpack this idea of being selfless and not selfish, through the course of our career as an individual contributor within an organization, we get to focus on ourselves. I come in every day at 8 o'clock, I know what I need to do, I'm gonna get these things done, and I get to go home at 5. And it's about me, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. We need millions of those people in our workforce because that's how things get done. But whenever you step into this management role, priorities change. Once your responsibility leads to others, then you need to make sure that your priority is focused on others. It cannot be about you anymore. Your priority has to automatically shift to what's best for the employee that's working for you. And that's the first part of being selfless and not selfish. The next thing that you must do and really think hard about is how do you change your language and decision making? So it's not about you, it's not about I, it's about we, it's about a team. It's what we do. I'll tell you one thing that I really love is when I hear managers talk about someone they work with instead of someone that works for them, because they've really started to understand this is a team effort. This isn't just about me and people that work for me. This is about all of us and how we work together. So your language needs to shift to us and to we and to this team environment, and your decision making has to shift. It's not about what's best for you. It's about what's best for the team. And oftentimes, in fact, I would say the vast majority of times, you're gonna have to put your ways to the side to make sure that you're doing what's best for your team, because that's how you're gonna accomplish the strategies and goals that have been developed. And the last thing I want to talk about as it relates to being selfless instead of selfish is understanding that everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities, attitudes, different contributions they can make to the organization, different skill sets. And that's a great thing. We need that. We don't want a bunch of robots, right? Because if we had robots, what would we do? We'd program to do different skills and different projects. So fortunately, as human beings, we already have that inherently built in. But what's the one constant variable with your team? You are. You're the constant. You've got your personality, you've got your style, you've got the dynamic of who you are, and then you've got all of these other personalities around you. And so because of that, since you're the constant, it's up to you to make the adjustments, to see what's important to other people and encourage that, to see where the focus and priority in people's personal lives are and really foster that and develop that in them. So you're the constant variable, and you have to understand that everybody around you is different, and you have to adjust to their style to be an effective manager. And this is part of being selfless instead of selfish. So this is one of the first parts of building this foundation to be a great manager, is being selfless instead of selfish. I hope you've enjoyed some of this. I'd be interested in any feedback that you might have, but make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because next week we're gonna release another video on this core foundation of how you can become a great manager step by step in your career. I'm Kyle Gorman with the Employer Blueprint. Thanks for checking us out today.